Welcome back to my tarot cards. We're going to do a video on the new virus, the haunted virus that has come out. Now, months ago, I predicted there would be a new virus coming out, which would affect the respiratory system. And this virus is here because this is going to affect your respiratory system. It's more deadlier than the big C, the COVID. All right, so this one comes with no symptoms, okay? It's like, with the big C, you start getting like a cold, the sniffles, fever. This one, you don't get none of that. You just all of a sudden have it and you're sick and then that's it. It's over, okay? This one is very, very deadly. This one comes from the feces of rats and other animals that have been in contact with rats or have eaten their feces, but it originally comes from the feces of rats and mice. Okay, so there's already a cruise ship that the United States, or they have docked it, okay, because people got off of it. There's 2 cases already here in Texas, don't know where, but the people are already quarantined. Okay, now there's going to be a whole lot of difference in how they handle this virus, since they learned a lot from the big C, the COVID. Now they're going to handle things different here. But I urge you at this moment now, start wearing your mask, your gloves, use hand sanitizer, wash your hands, clean your surfaces with bleach and stuff. Be careful who you come in contact with, because you never know who already has this. It's airborne, yes. Once someone has it, yes, then it becomes airborne. Now, it's not airborne because what I'm saying is, like, let's say a rat poops here. If you smell it, it's not airborne that way. But if you touch it and then you ingest it somehow, then it becomes airborne with you when you're out there breathing it to somebody else. Okay, very strange virus, very strange virus. Is it going to turn into a pandemic? I believe so. But let's ask the cards. Let's ask the spirits. Oh, great spirit, please give me information on this new haunted virus. All right, show me what's coming in for the United States. I'm just going to say for the United States. Let me get where y'all can see me shuffle. Okay. Show me what's coming in for this new haunted virus. Let me see for this new haunted virus. I'm seeing that the higher ups, doctors, scientists, are going to be very confused. They're going to be very confused, almost not knowing how to look at that destruction. A lot of destruction, learning from their past. Okay, so it's going to be a tower moment like the COVID was, but this fell in the reverse, so that means it's going to be like the past. Is what this represents. The past COVID is going to be like that, but only 10 times worse. Here it is, lure of confirmation, confirming yes that it's coming. Yes, it's going to be like the COVID, only 10 times worse, and it's going to affect us. Yes, okay. For the United States, I'm doing for the United States because is this going to become worldwide? Is it going to become worldwide? I myself believe so, but let's see what Great Spirit has to say. Will this become worldwide? The problem is, okay, I'm going to tell y'all what the problem is. The problem is people don't follow rules. They don't follow directions. Okay, I remember when the COVID hit, there'd be a lot of people walking around without masks. Oh, it's not going to affect me, blah, 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 blah. And they would have it and then pass it on to someone else. So it was very hard to contain because people just didn't follow directions, follow rules. You have stubborn, hard-headed people. All right, stubborn, hard-headed people. Now, what do you see? It's going to affect a lot of people. That's what I'm seeing. See, here we go, one that fell out. So there's this going to be people in their bed crying, sad, depressed because of the disease. It's going to be an ending. It's going to end a lot of people's lives. Why? Swords are an ending. Swords are confinement. A lot of people confined, restricted, mental imprisonment. Swords can also mean death. Okay, so a lot of confinement here. A lot of people are going to be confined, restricted. A lot of sadness because of this disease is coming out. I'm telling you. Now here we have judgment, the lure of confirmation. I mean, not lure of confirmation. Judgment, the awakening card, the aha moment. So people don't really know, how it's going to affect us. So here is the angel blasting his horn saying, wake up, pay attention. This thing is more serious than you think. So a lot of people are going to get a rude awakening, especially those that don't follow the rules. You're not wearing your mask or whatever it is that the government's going to set out there, the rules that you have to follow in order to keep from getting this. People are not going to do it. People are not going to get it. Okay. They just don't get it in their head. Some people are just stubborn. They think they know it all. And that's why we can't contain stuff. Okay. So it's going to be a rude awakening for some people. They're going to get it and they're going to be confined like this. And they're going to be like, oh, I should have worn my mask. I should have done this. I should have done that. But then guess what? It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Too late. Y'all look at this. I've had this for a while. This is a little mixture of stuff that protects you from anything. Evil, hexes, spells, vexes, voodoo, bad intentions, just anything. Protected. Okay. So, rude awakening. Some people, a lot of people, I'm not just saying a few, a vast majority of people are going to get a rude awakening to this. They're going to be woke up to this disease. A lot of people are going to be trying to flee in where they're at, trying to flee, get away from this terrible disease, but it's going to be too late because they're going to be surrounded. See the swords, how they're surrounded. Here's the water that's turbulent situation, trying to flee from it, but you can't because you didn't follow your directions that the government gave you. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? What else is coming for the haunted virus? What else do we see? How is it going to be worldwide spread? I believe so. I haven't got that. Well, here's a little confirmation. So, worldwide, yes. I'm going to say worldwide. Here is the devil showing up. Addictions. Okay, now addictions means people that are addicted to stuff. Okay. What I'm seeing with this card, why it's popping up here, because the virus is not of God. Okay. The devil is the one that spreads disease. This is why we have war, disease, hatred, bitterness, stuff like that on earth, because the devil rules the earth. Okay. When he was cast down, Lucifer was cast down here to earth. He not in hell. People think, oh, he's in hell. No, he's on the earth. He was cast down to here. Now, when Armageddon comes and God fights him, or Jesus fights him, then he's going to be cast down to hell. But right now, he's on earth, so he's creating war, disease, fighting, people hating, and, all of that. Okay, so life is basically a choice. What do you choose? Okay, you're here, you either follow this one or you follow your divine path, which is God. Okay, but this is one of the reasons why we have so much disease, affliction, war, and all that, because of this person right here. Okay, so this comes from him. It doesn't come from God. Okay, a lot of people think, well, why did God do this? No. God doesn't do bad things. He doesn't send disease. He doesn't send war. He doesn't send any like that. All that comes from Satan. Okay, disease, war, people fighting each other, stuff like all that comes from Satan. It doesn't come from God. Okay, so get that straight. Get that straight. Goodness. So months ago, last year even, I did a video on a new virus coming, and that would affect your upper respiratory system, and that would become another pandemic. And this is it. It's here. It is here. My prediction has come true, which they always do. So yeah, pay attention. Pay attention, because I'm telling you right now, start using your mask. Start doing what you're supposed to do, because it's already here in Texas. It's in like 5 different states because of the ship. There was a ship that docked. I can't remember the name of the ship. It docked and all these people got off of it, but they were all exposed on the ship to the virus. So in Texas, there's 2 people, I can't tell you where, but they are already confined. They took them off the ship and confined them somewhere because the government's trying really hard to control this now that they know it can spread just like the COVID did. So they are confined. The ship itself is docked in the middle of the ocean. They got it away from land and they got it sitting in the middle of the ocean, and they're going to leave it there and because they don't know how long it takes for the virus to disappear or, to be dead or the cells of it or whatever, the germ to disappear. So they took that ship and it is docked in the middle of the ocean somewhere where no one can get to it, which is a good thing. They're very smart about that. They're not going to allow anybody else on that ship. Okay, but since it's a new virus, scientists are going to have to do tests and see how long it lasts and watch these people, how there's already been a few people that passed away from it as well as what I heard on the news. I've watched a couple of small clips about people that have passed away. And it said that you don't get no symptoms, like you don't have fever, you don't have, you really don't have no symptoms. And then all of a sudden one day you wake up sick and then it's too late. Like the next day you pass away or the next couple of weeks you pass away. It's like already done. You're done once you have it. So this one is more deadly, or this one is more serious than the COVID. And COVID was pretty serious. Y'all know that. I might get demonetized because I'm using that word COVID and disease and all that, but that's okay. But anyway, yeah, I don't even know what to say about this. It's very, very scary. It's going to become worldwide. It's going to spread worldwide. It's going to be a pandemic. And I do feel like in some ways we'll be okay because people will know how to protect themselves since we already been through this before. But it depends on, are you listening? Are you paying attention? Are you following what you're supposed to follow so you can be okay, so your family can be okay, so you won't spread it? That's the key right there. That is the key right there to contain it within yourself, within your family. You contain the virus that way, okay? So, be careful, pay attention, listen. If you don't want to be next, you better pay attention. What is the final outcome? Show me the final outcome. What do you see? Spirit, great spirit. Yeah, a lot of fighting, a lot of, how do you say, a lot of strife. We're going to be in the reverse with this. Our wheel of fortune is going to be in the reverse. A lot of people are going to lose their lives. Afterwards, we will have a new beginning, a new life, but it's going to take some while to pass. All right. That's pretty much it here. It's coming. It's already here. It's in a few states, and it's going to spread pretty rapidly. I am going to say that because, again, people don't follow directions. I'm just shuffling now to see what I see. So be ready. All I can tell you is be ready. A lot of people are going to lose money. A lot of people are going to be trying to gather their strength because, yeah, it's going to take your strength away. Life is going to roar in. See how the line is roaring in? Life is just roaring in at us. A lot of people trying to shut it down. See, she's shutting the lion's mouth down, so she's trying to contain what's coming in. People are going to be working very hard. Like the scientists, the doctors, and all that, going to be working very hard to figure this out, contain it. Will there be a vaccine on it? Not today. Eventually, yes, because, they develop vaccine for everything. But people are eventually, one day, maybe years from now, they'll develop a vaccine from it. But a multitude will pass away from it. Okay, and there you go. That is your haunted virus reading. Beware, take heed of what I'm telling you today. Protect yourself, protect yourself, protect yourself. This one is more deadly than the COVID. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.